Yo, morning people. My name is Nana SA, and I've got somebody who is an amazing person that I basically had to, you know, what's the right word to use? I had to really scrounge around to make sure that I found Erica, okay? I will go straight into it. Erica is a very busy schedule, and the reason why I had to find Erica is she's definitely part of the people that, Black Next Gen identified to be able to tell a story. Black Next Gen is a product that all that we do is we tell stories, and we tell stories of Black and minority ethnic groups. The reason why we believe that we need to be telling such stories is people may not know your story. People may see, Erica from afar, and for that reason, they may not gain the courage to be able to come to you and ask, where did you start? Did you just get to that point being the manager of what you're doing? Yeah, I'm not going to spill it straight away to tell you what exactly, Erica does. But you know what? Let's go straight to the point. Erica, please introduce yourself, to the people out there so that they know who you are.
Hello, my name is Erica, and I'm hairdresser and owner of the salon, the Muse, in Northampton.
That's brilliant. So Erica being a hairdresser, unfortunately, tells you straight away, this is not something that she can help me with. I've already done my boldness, right? But I think what is really important for me is the journey that you've gone through, up to this point where you have your own salon, yeah? Let's start from the point where Erica, maybe as a young person, ever thought of, what, I want to do hair.
Okay, well actually, I wanted to be a barrister first, initially.
What?
I wanted to be a barrister.
Okay, Your Highness, my lord.
And then I met with my careers officer to go through the whole journey, and I was told it would be about 7 years worth of training. And at the age of 14, I was a little bit anxious about that. And so I spoke with my parents, and I thought, okay, the other thing I'm really good at and enjoyed doing was hairdressing.
Okay.
So I decided to go down that route, and I was 16 at this point, and I did my intermediate business course at school, sixth form first. Then I started my hairdressing career. During that time, researching, looking at what I was going to learn at college, I didn't quite see what I wanted to study at the time, and that was a lot of the afro hair and curls and things like that. And so I had to find...
Let me interrupt. Did you then know anybody who was into afro hair?
No,
okay.
No. It was very few and far between.
How far back are we talking about? Nobody's going to work on your age.
This is probably going back about 25 years ago.
Okay.
25 years ago.
Okay.
And there was only one salon at the time.
Okay.
But I didn't think to go and ask anything. I was just getting on with what I wanted to do at the time. And so with that, I found a college in Birmingham.
Okay.
That catered for the things that I wanted to do. And it was very daunting at first because 17 leaving home.
Hold on a minute. So you were telling us about your journey to Birmingham. And go ahead, spill it.
Okay, so in order for me to learn about all aspects of hairdressing and hair types, I had to go to Birmingham. For me, this is about an hour's journey away, first time leaving home, and it was for a year. And I was excited about it, but I like being at home. I like my comforts, I like things that are familiar.
Yeah.
So going there was quite scary, to the point I even had my weekend job here in Northampton.
Oh my God, hold on. So you were actually studying in Birmingham, and you kept your weekend job in Northampton. So what were you doing? Shuttling every weekend?
Every weekend on the train.
Wow, and that is more or less what, over an hour's journey in order for you to come back to do your, for you to be home?
To be home.
Go ahead.
To be home.
Wow.
Which was great. But as time went on, I got a little bit more confident and finding my way around Birmingham, feeling a little bit more independent and ready to take on that journey. So I moved in with another student that was there. So we shared a flat for another 8 months or so until I finished that part of the training. Then I came back to Northampton and carried on with the hairdressing
Okay.
from there.
Is there anything in particular you did identify in Birmingham that made you go to Birmingham as compared to Northampton?
The reason I went there is, as a hairdresser, I wanted to learn about everything, all aspects of hairdressing. And at the time, the standards that we were learning didn't involve afro hair or curly hair.
Okay.
It was based around Caucasian hair types. So everything that you learned, cutting, colouring, blow drying, all the services were based around European Caucasian hair types.
Okay.
And for myself, it just wasn't enough for me. Being a young black woman as well at the time and wanting to be able to offer service to everybody, that took me to Birmingham. Because it was either a case of I just settle with what I had or look for more. So I did that. I looked for more, found that course, did that first and came back and continued the rest of the hairdressing. But when I look at it now, I always compare it to, say, a mechanic or something like that.
Okay.
When you're going to learn to be a mechanic, you learn about all aspects of the car,
Vehicles, okay.
from changing the tyres and all the engine and stuff like that. You will never go to a garage and say to them, "Oh, can you change my tyre?" And they say, "We can't do that."
Yeah.
It's the fundamental basics
Expectation.
and expectation
Yeah.
of mechanics. It's the same with hairdressing. You shouldn't really have to go into a salon and say, "Can you do my hair?" And they say, "No, we don't do your hair."
Okay.
For me, it was being able to offer a service to everybody, but also to reflect who I am as a person, as a black woman as well. Looking in the community, there were a lot of people that looked like me.
Okay.
So I wanted to be able to offer services to them.
Okay.
It was very important for me at the time. So that's what I did.
Let me share something quickly. So I wouldn't be able to know, how things were like in the 90s, where,
yeah.
On most occasions, people who look like us,
Yes.
myself, Erica, and other people of minority background could walk into a salon and may not have that representation or have somebody who had the knowledge to be able to do their hair.
Right.
But I think the most important thing is if we are talking about the here and now, I believe people who are in college learning about hair and beauty are given those opportunities to learn, to make people's hair from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
One of the things that you told me is you are teaching or you taught in college.
Yeah.
Okay. Give us that spiel as well. So you're not just setting up your business, you are a teacher as well.
Yeah, what happened with that was throughout my apprenticeship, which was 2 further years, 2 more years, anybody I would bring in that wasn't necessarily a white man or woman, my teachers would say to me, "I can't do that hair, I can't do the assessment on that hair." And I was like, "Oh man." All the time it was like, "We can't do their hair, we can't do their hair, we can't do their hair." But one particular lady, she recognised there was something wrong here. So when I finished my level 3, she approached me and said, "Have you ever been interested in teaching? Or ever thought about doing it?" And at the time I was like, "Actually no, I was more focused on becoming a hairdresser." So she said to me, "Look, if we help you with your teaching, we'll fund it and everything like that, come and work for us."
Okay.
So I was like, "Okay,
I'll go for it.
That's fine."
Okay.
And I come to realise I was actually really good at it.
Okay.
And I think it's because the passion I had for hairdressing was reflected in the teaching, because I wanted them to experience what I didn't with the knowledge that I'd gained over the years. So I was teaching for around 8 years. And in those 8 years, I was able to teach those students about Afro hair.
So you are a qualified teacher and your area of preference is hairdressing. So the interesting thing is I met this guy who is also a qualified teacher, and what he said to me is, "Nana, after qualifying, I decided I'm not going to go into the classroom, but I will go into the classroom and support young people with vulnerabilities." So instead of being the class teacher, being in class and teaching people, he only wanted to specialize working with young people with vulnerabilities as well as their families. So I think what I am definitely picking up is, in as much as we may have passions to do certain things, there is definitely the areas where we may show ourselves better in terms of, this is the area that I do very well. And for that reason, you can hone your skills in that particular area. Are you've had the opportunity to be in college to teach, but you've also actually created the opportunity for other students to come into your salon to develop their own skills, you know, do their own apprenticeships as well. And I have had an interview with one of the apprentices, Precious, that, you know, just hold on 1 minute. We will show that interview with Precious, you know, so that you basically hear it from her as to her experience. Precious, can you please, yeah, let's do that again.
Hi guys.
That's great, that's great. I really had to push Precious to be able to do this interview with me. So be nice, put in good comments, because she's definitely going to be checking that as well. Precious, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Hi guys, my name is Precious. I do level 3 hairdressing at Northampton College, and I work part-time at the Muse Salon. So I do 3 days at college and 3 days at the salon.
Brilliant. And how long have you been doing this program for?
So I've been in college for 3 years now, so I'm doing my final year, and I've been at the Muse Salon for 2 years now.
And how long have you got to be at the Muse Salon for?
It just depends whenever I want, how long I want to do it for, and when I decide to stop doing hairdressing, that's when I can end my journey here.
Why did you choose hairdressing?
I just love doing hair. It's like a therapy to me.
Okay.
Doing hair, and I just enjoy doing hair.
Can I ask, in terms of your schedule, so how many days do you need to go to college and how many days do you need to come here?
So I do 3 days at college and 3 days at the salon, and on holidays I do full time at the salon.
At the salon?
Yeah.
Okay, and basically it's to help you to be able to learn the skill?
Yeah, to learn more skills, confidence, communication with the clients.
Okay.
Everything, yeah.
So if I come to the salon, would you be able to do my hair for me?
If you had
Please stop being rude, yeah? So if I had some hair,
Definitely, yeah.
okay. So for all those people out there who possibly may have a bit of hair, then you can definitely come to the Muse Salon to get your hair done.
Definitely,
Yeah?
yeah.
I will be showing the address. I will be showing, you know, how you can get into the salon, and equally how to book appointments as well. I will equally be talking to the manager of the Muse as well, you know. And I think the most important thing is we want to continue to show people who are doing amazing things, you know, within our community. So I'm really proud of you, Precious, as a young person, you know, doing this big project. And I'm sure maybe, if I am not jinxing it, I'm hoping that you can also be creating your own business when you are older.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at doing, opening my own salon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I may ask Precious to say something to young people out there who are doing hairdressing, what would you say to them?
Don't look back, because when I was younger, you know, hairdressers were discriminated, so I was a bit scared, you know, to do hairdressing, but I just had to grow with it and just accepted that, you know, that's what I want to do. So I just ended up doing it, and you know, I'm enjoying it now. I just regret if I've done it a bit earlier right now, I would have been somewhere else. So just do what you love, and don't regret it.
I'm sure, but you know, your parents, whoever is looking after you, will be totally proud of you in terms of choosing your own pathway. This is what I enjoy. Yeah. And I think this will be a little bit of, you know, props to parents. At the end of the day, that is what Precious enjoy, and I'm sure that is whatever other young people do enjoy. As parents, we have that responsibility of supporting them to be able to follow through that pathway. Is there anything you want to share to anybody watching this project now?
You can book in with me at themusesalon.co.uk, and just half price if you book in with Precious, because I'm a training stylist, so who doesn't like half price?
Whoa, guys, listen to it again. Precious, can you say that again so that anybody who wants a half price, I think I am interested in the half price. I know I haven't got anything.
Yeah, so you can book in with me at the Muse Salon. My name is Precious. I'm a training stylist, so everything is half price for you if you book in with me.
That's brilliant. So please, if you're definitely looking for that opportunity, the Muse Salon is in Northampton. We will put the address there as well, so that you can actually go in there, get your hair done, and yeah, we've got testimonies as well of other people, you know, sharing their experiences. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will be speaking to the manager as well. Precious?
Thank you.
Talk to us. Is there any reason why, you know, you continue to stay on hairdressing and possibly not move to other areas that you may be interested in?
It's my passion, and I'm very good at it. I'm very good at it, and I think it's important that you pass on your skill and your knowledge to the next generation, because unless the next generation is all born bald, you're going to need hairdressers.
Guys, let me basically
Robots
put in.
can't take over our job.
Let me put in the disclaimer. I wasn't born bald. Yeah, I had my dread on one time ago, so I definitely needed to put on that disclaimer. But I think the reason why I wanted to move. That's a good try. Well done. Yeah. But I think the reason why I wanted to put on that particular kind of information is, I know you're not only into hairdressing. You sing as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is something that people may not know, but I don't know whether I'm dropping Erica into it. But you know, you are a good singer as well.
Should I ever leave reminded how good you've been to me? I'm coming joy of every battle, 'cause I know that's what I'm coming joy of every battle, 'cause I know it's I'm coming joy of every battle, 'cause I know that's where you'll be.
A bit of church service, you know, where I would have tried, you know, to be a backer for Erica because she sings in church as well.
I
And,
do,
you know, she's not just a singer, she's a lead singer,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm really, really proud of it. So come a Sunday where you think, you know what, I want to follow Erica to church and possibly after church to the Saloon,
Yeah.
you're definitely in the right
yeah,
place.
definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So in terms of where we are now, we are in your salon. Tell us about what you do here. The name, what you do here.
Okay, so this is the Muse, and actually the reason I picked this name, the Muse is somebody, particularly a woman, who gives you artistic inspiration. So for every person that sits in the chair, they become your muse. That you look at them and they inspire you to create a hairstyle.
Okay.
And it's been a journey. So I was an apprentice, I worked in a salon, became a senior stylist, then I went on to do the Assessor's Award to become a teacher. And as time went on, people always said to me, you're going to have your own salon, would you have your own salon? I was like, no, I'm actually happy just doing hair and going home. But while I was here in the salon, the opportunity came for me to take over this unit. So I said, okay, let's give it a go. And it's been an interesting journey. There's been some ups and downs because I had to move from being a hairdresser to a
To be a
businesswoman.
manager. Okay.
So it's completely different.
Okay.
Doing hair to managing a business and having a team, you have to learn.
Okay.
You have to learn to do that. So
And in terms of your team, you're not having one member of staff. Erica has what? Spill it.
the team we have, because they are a team, the team there are 8 of us.
Okay.
8, 9 of us at the moment. A mixture of, we've got senior stylists, we've got graduate stylists, apprentice, braidist. There's a mixture, so we've all got different skills
Yeah.
and talents, and it's probably about over 100 years experience.
Guys, and that is together. It doesn't mean Erica.
Together, not just me.
That's really important. So
Yeah.
that's brilliant. I think I have an intro video where you can have, you can have a good see around of, the different staff working around,
Yeah.
with their beautiful client. What I will definitely say is the Muse is in a very important spot in Northampton. I say, you know what? You managed to get yourself into the Soul Central. How does somebody be able to, gain an appointment or gain the opportunity to be able to come into the Muse?
For service?
For service, yes.
Okay, there's various ways. We've got online, so we've got Instagram and all those social media platforms. They can call up and make an appointment.
I will put that out there.
One of the biggest things the changes that we made and we added on was an online website and booking system.
Okay.
Which gives people the ability to book online 24 hours a day. They can select their stylist, their service and things like that. So that really helped with people not only finding us but being able to access appointments.
Okay.
Which I feel now you need online presence.
Guys,
Yeah,
you know what?
definitely need online presence.
That's great.
Definitely.
Guys, what I will do is I will put the website, on there at the end of the video as well. But the good thing is if you go on Google and you type the Muse, you will definitely find them, It gives you the direction, it gives you everything that you need to know about who is going to do your hair, the background, everything that you need to know about Erica as well in terms of her journey. Yeah? This is where we are, where stereotypically we are going to assume that the hair salon is going to be full of females. You haven't just got females in your shop. Tell us, you've got somebody amazing in your shop as well.
We've got an amazing young man called Nathaniel.
I've got a video, go ahead.
No, he's an amazing young guy. I met Nathaniel probably about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe 5 years ago, during his apprenticeship. And yeah, he ended up joining us, and he's got skill. He's a braidist. He's fantastic, better than me. Even.
Okay.
In fact, 1,000 times better than me. He's very good. He does braids, he does locks and styling. It's so good, and I'm proud that he's here because in an industry of hairdressing, you don't see many guys unless they're barbers.
Okay.
Very stereotypical, but
Yeah.
he is very, very good at what he does, and he came towards the end of his apprenticeship and carried on. He's now a graduate stylist with a column. He's got many clients that come and see him, and it's nice to watch that journey, that progression,
That grow.
yeah, and that growth. So I'm very proud of him. Very proud of him. He's achieved a lot against a lot of odds. He's achieved a lot. Yeah.
So Erica also gave me the opportunity to have an interview with Nathaniel. Just watch that one as well. Okay guys, so the interesting thing is, as part of the video, I've got Nathaniel, who is also working. Nathaniel, am I right to say you're a hairdresser? Okay, so that's really interesting. I've got Nathaniel, who I'll be speaking to, so don't mind me, just be hearing my voice at the background so that you know what exactly is going on, yeah? So just watch me interview Nathaniel, who is also a hairdresser.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, so we've got Nathaniel here, okay. Just a quick one, Nathaniel, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Nathaniel Mensah. I'm 22. I work at the Muse Salon.
Nice to meet you. And in terms of Nathaniel, what do you do at the Muse Saloon?
I'm a professional hairstylist, so I do all cutting, colouring, braiding, you know, different type of design styles. That's what my niche is really. And yeah, just basics as well.
That's great. And how long are you actually working in the Muse?
Yeah.
How long have you been working there?
I've been working there for 4 years.
4 years. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think the reason why I chose to speak to Nathaniel was because when I went into the salon, it was full of females. You know, I said, wow, you know, but the bottom line is I think you've got your own client group and you are able to gel with both the males and the female who come in there. That's great. Is there anything you want to say to maybe young lads growing up wanting to take on hairdressing?
Honestly, just follow your dreams, follow your hopes and that, and you can actually be successful. Do you know what I mean? It's just finding the right job at the right time and the right place.
And in terms of the environment, how much would you recommend the Muse as the best place to be?
Oh, 100% the best place. The best place here at Northampton. We're literally the best service. We literally care for clients' need and that, and we should give them the right results as they want.
I'm sure Nathaniel may be looking for a bit of a pay increment, and that's the reason why he's saying all that. But believe it or not, I think I've got so much, you know, feedback from people who have been here. So Nathaniel, anything you want to say to anybody before we, you know, finish for today?
Yeah, no, honestly, just follow your dreams. You will get there, and you'll be comfortable with your own skin, because you'll get the best of the best.
That's great. Thank you very much, Nathaniel, for talking to us. So, Erica, this is the situation where we are. You are not just working as an, you know, a business owner, but you've gotten to the point where now people are consulting you.
Yeah.
And this is not just individuals within Northampton. You having big bodies consulting you.
Yeah.
I know you are really humbled. You don't want to be spilling some of these things out. Erica, give the spin. And I think the reason why I want to do that is sometimes maybe, I don't know, I may be wrong, as black people, whenever we achieve stuff, we think, yeah, that's good enough. I don't want people to know, you know, am I blowing too much of my horn? But on the other hand, sometimes our young people, other parents, other people want to hear these stories, you know, so that they will be motivated. Please give us a spill, Erica.
That's very true. My journey's been a long one.
Yeah.
And there are times throughout the journey that you feel like you're maybe not as good as someone else, or you've not achieved as much as somebody else. But as I matured, I realised that this is my journey. However long it takes, it's my journey. And throughout that, I've continued to do what I love. And along the way, I'm now starting having people come and want to speak to me, know what we do and who I am. And through that, I've had so many great opportunities over the last few months. where I'm actually working with the National Hair Beauty Federation.
Say it again. Say it again. We need to capture it on camera.
The National Hair and Beauty Federation.
Okay. And what do they do? Because some people may be watching us in other parts of the world and don't know who exactly these people are.
Okay. So this is an organisation where the hairdressers and beauticians in the UK, they go there for advice, support and guidance. And this is through training, employment, health and safety, legal aspects, everything, you name it, we will go there for advice. We go there to make sure that everything we're doing is spot on. And they've now come to me and asked us to take part in their campaigns, to go to award ceremonies, and recently to be on their advisory board. So this means that now I'll be able to have an input into how the hairdressing qualification industry will develop from here moving on. So, which is a great privilege, and I'm learning to say yes to opportunities.
You know what, Erica, I'm really humbled, and possibly I may have pushed you to be able to share, the great skill and the many that you have. But I think for me, my main motivation in terms of Black Next Gen, our team, we are looking for people like you, people who have got stories and journeys that other people hear and be motivated to move on to their next step. So if anybody out there have got such stories, you can definitely get in touch with us via the different platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as well. Make sure you subscribe, because the bigger we grow, the bigger we are able to share those influences. But equally, Erica, before we, wrap up, if anybody is thinking, I don't live in Northampton, I think I've heard of Erica, I've definitely checked her out. Is it possible I can contact her and maybe ask for a private service? Is that something that you do?
That's something we do, yeah. We do consultations, which are complimentary, and we can sit down and talk through all your needs and what you'd like us to help you with. So you contact us either by email or through the social media platforms, and we can arrange something, definitely.
And if any person is maybe thinking about their wedding, their hairstyles and all that, so that is an area that you do as well. Erica, please, if there is anything you want to say to young mothers, young parents, because you told us about starting your journey with your children, at a very young age, but you pursued. Is there anything you want to say to young mothers, people out there looking for a place to get their hair done, as well as maybe parents listening to their children who may have such passions in terms of promoting them? What would you say?
I would definitely say, never give up.
Okay.
It will be hard sometimes, but if you really want something and you put the dedication, the time and effort, it will happen. I was a young mum at the age of 20.
Okay.
Getting on the bus, dropping my son to nursery, going to work, doing study, all the way through my career. And there were many points where I could have just given up.
Okay.
But having that focus kept me moving.
Okay.
And when you've got a passion for something, despite days where you're not feeling great about things, it keeps you going. As long as you can put one foot in front of the other, you'll get there.
That's good enough.
It's possible. It may take longer, you may have to go on a different journey, but you will get there. And to the parents, encourage your children, support them, and show them that you've got their back and you're their champion. You're going to spur them on. Because it's very important that you have someone in the household, family, that you can rely on those days where you're not feeling 100% and you feel like you're going to give up because it's hard. It's very important to encourage them and support them along the way, because you just don't know where they're going to, end up. So it's very important. And my children, I have 4.
Okay.
My children.
4 beautiful children.
4 children.
Yeah, amazing ones. Go ahead.
They've seen me work hard, and I've had to sacrifice time with them. We've had to sacrifice maybe holidays and things like that. But I was always saying to them, this is what I want to do, and it's not just about me. This is a family, and they really appreciate it. And
That's great.
Now, as they're older, and we have the discussion, they're like, no, you actually done a really good job, Mo, and we're really proud. So,
Yo,
I feel really
guys,
good. Yeah.
I would definitely say, you know what, if anybody is having, you know, a mom like that, or maybe a member of their community who has got those kind of skills and journey, like Erica, I would say we need to take advantage of Erica, you know, and I don't mean that literally, as in take advantage of the skills that Erica bring on board. It's just because we haven't got all the time, but Erica works with local authorities, work with other parents who may have adopted children from other backgrounds, you know. Erica's skill is many.
Yeah.
All that we would say is, Erica, for lack of time, we will have to wrap up today. If anybody thinks, you know what, Nana, go back to Erica, I want to know
Reach out.
X, Y, Z, you
I'm
know,
happy.
I can definitely send you Erica's
Definitely,
contact. But equally, if you think we need to come back to Erica for a part 2, leave a comment, so that I can book it. Yeah, definitely leave that comment, okay, so that we can wrap up. Erica, I would say I'm really, really humbled for giving me the opportunity, and I'll say thank you very much. I've got feedback from other people who have gotten their hair done from Erica as well. So Erica, for today, I would say you are my trailblazer, and coincidentally, October we are in is Black History Month in UK. You are my black person, okay, that I'm rooting for. So well done, and keep going.
Thank you very much, and thank you
Okay.
for asking me to take part.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, I have somebody who is definitely waiting to get their hair done. Interesting enough, there is a queue. Okay, so I've got 2 people who are actually waiting to get their hair done, and unfortunately one person has been digged to give a quick update as to who she is. Can you just introduce yourself if you don't mind me asking?
I'm Alea.
Okay, and Ilya, nice to meet you. How long have you been waiting to get your hair done?
Just about like 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes, and I believe you've got an appointment before coming in. Is that the norm for you to maybe book an appointment before coming in, or you just need to walk in into?
Usually book it.
You need to book it.
Usually I book it
Okay, is that online?
online.
Okay, so they've definitely gone, you know, tech-wise, where you actually need to go online to book to be able to come in. Was it difficult getting an appointment?
No.
Not at all. Okay, that's fine. And you are very convinced that coming down here to the Muse, they will definitely be able to get your hair sorted.
Yes.
Have you got any plans for the weekend?
Um,
You don't need to share. You don't need to share in case maybe you are here to do your hair for a particular activity.
no, just getting my hair.
That's great. Nice to meet you.
Sweet.
Okay. Do you mind us going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi there, it's Nana SA again. Do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself and why you're coming down here to the Muse?
I'm Jo and I'm the mother of Alea, so I'm just coming to assist Alea to have her haircut.
Are you getting your hair done as
No,
well? Okay, but I believe that if you need your hair done, you come down to the Muse as well.
No.
Okay,
Normally.
that's
I just
fine.
bring Alea and my other daughter normally to have their haircut.
And
Because
how
they've got curly hair.
and how long have they been doing their hair here?
About 2 years now.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, and you continue to come back.
Yes, definitely.
I believe because of the quality service.
Totally.
Thank
yeah.
you.
And because we went to other salons before and they weren't any good.
Ooh.
And they specialise, in all sorts of curly hair.
Okay,
So we came here and we've not gone anywhere since.
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
This is nobody paying, you know, Elia's
No.
mom to do PR, but this is definitely her experience coming down
Yeah,
to the
and
Muse.
also I'd like to say it is very difficult to get an appointment. So
Okay.
they do get booked up quite a lot. So
Guys, if you're definitely hoping to be able to come to the Muse, think about it. This is why you may have to book it in good time. If not, you will be in the queue waiting.
Yes.
Yeah, Anything else that you want to say to anybody thinking of wanting to come down to the Muse?
I totally recommend it. They're brilliant, they're lovely staff, and they do a really good job with the hair. So totally recommend.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.